Him upon the edge. Go to sleep. All I need is a moment and some tea crew. All I need is the air that I breathe. Oh, you guys are looking at this week's anniversary gifts. Good morning, Billy. This week's anniversary gifts. All I need is the tea crew. The air that I breathe and I love you. All I need is the air that I breathe and some tea crew. This is the original of this song.
The eagle has landed.
Wait.
That's one small step for...
Here's the original.
I would have given you all of my heart, but there's someone who's torn it apart, and he's taken almost all that I've got. But if you wanna try to love
Try to love again, but love is the deepest. This is her singing. P.P. Arnold. The deepest. First cut is the deepest. Give me some more likes, please. 53 versus 25. I try to love again. God is the deepest. Love God is the deepest. God is the deepest. First cut is the deepest. Oh, Kim, that's hilarious. Oh, white Ford Escape. Who was driving? Right on. Screenshot that for Pops. Somebody screenshot that for Pops, please. Those are for you guys this week. Boop, 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 boop. Good morning. Heard you guys had a good day yesterday. Heard you guys had a good day. Have you noticed a pattern lately? Have you guys noticed a pattern? I have. Have you noticed that Brock's been hosting Mondays? Brock likes to drive this car. He likes to pilot this airplane. Yeah. Hold on. Whoops. He won't admit it out loud, but yeah, can I do it? And he gets all excited, and then he's high afterwards. Did you guys know that? He's high. High as an adrenaline kite. It's kind of fun to watch. Give me 1 second, I'm sorry. Good morning, my friends. I missed you guys since Friday, truthfully. Never winter befores. Good morning. Good morning. Never winner before's. I'm going to write down the first 6. Claim it. Say, I'm a never winner before, Pops. I'm looking right at my screen. The first 6 people that say, I'm a never winner before. Please be honest and say, I'm a never winner before. Meaning I've never won here before. Gut. That's 1. Trevor. Okay, that's 2. Hold on. I got Gut and Trevor. Okay, I'm so far, those are my, so I'm a Niffer Mama. Niffer and Justin, okay. Okay, hold on. Niffer and Justin, that's 3 and 4. Niffer and Justin, good enough. Niffer and Justin, hold on. Niffer and Justin, I'm looking at my screen. And then we got Gary. Gary's coming in, and then David. Gary and then David. Okay, that's it. Kill it. You guys don't know who you are. I didn't write down your whole name. Excuse me, is my voice squeaky this morning? Can we just start this morning off with never winner before is winning something? Huh? We got 6 of you. Let's do it this way. Okay? We're going to say this is Gut. That's Gut. This is going to be Trevor. That's Trevor. This is Niffer. That's Niffer. That's Justin. That first Justin that I saw. This is Gary. That's Gary right there. And David. David's right there. We're going to spin to win. Never winner befores. Wait till you see what you win. If you were one of these 6 people, please be prepared to make a choice. Oh boy, it looks like Niffer. Niffer it is. I like that name, Niffer. Niffer, we're gonna do something. You've never won here before. You have now. This is just getting started. We're gonna do 2 of these. We're gonna give away 2 of these today. But Niffer, you're not winning that. It's not what you're winning. You're gonna win something else. Because you're new, okay? You're going to get this pack. It's got 3 0-sized caps, and it has 3 double 0-sized caps. Depending on your mood of the day, you'll decide which one you want to take. But no, Niffer, that's not all. Hold on. Hold everything. Oh no. What's it mean when Pops brings out the scale? What's it mean? Well, first we want to 0 it. Let's 0 it out. Okay. Now, Niffer, you see this bag? That's some nice looking ghosts, right? Oh, Niffer, wait. Here's some more ghosts. Oh, Pops, how come they don't look the same? More. Which has more supplements in it, the top bag or the bottom bag? If you get it correct, you're getting both bags. Top bag or bottom bag? I'm waiting for Niffer. Top bag or bottom bag? What's Nif got to say? Nif's going toppy. Let's see. So we'll go bottom bag first. We know our scale's at 0, right, Niffy? Oh my, that weighs 4 grams. Whoa! I wonder how much the next bag weighs. If this weighs more than 4 grams, you get them both. If you don't, you just get this bag. Okay? Oh, Niff. Looks like you pulled it off, bro. Nice work. The Nifster knows. Okay? Greeny's like, this is exciting. How close was that? That was pretty close, right? Niffy! Niffer mama. Niffy, so guess what? You're getting the whole shebangs. Boom. And boom, wasn't she won the showcase? That's what it felt like. That's totally what it felt like. Oh, gosh. And you're getting these too, Nifs. So, Nif, like you're a lady. Is it okay if I assume? No, let's not make assumptions. We'll learn about that later today. Niffer, are you a girl? From a girl. Can I treat you like a girl, or do you want to be treated like a boy, or do you want to be treated like a neutral? Which one do you, oh, Nif, I need you to send me your address at the Detroit Mush Lab. Nif's a female, so we're all clear. Okay. Thank you, dear. Welcome here, too. Welcome, you Nifster. She's like, I kind of like it here now. Heck yeah, you do. You just got 8 grams and then more, right? You know why? Because it's anniversary week. And you're a never winner before. Niffy, you can never qualify as a never winner before. Sorry. Okay, that's the deal. And we're sticking to it. Oh, I had such a good weekend. And I really wanted to be here yesterday. I did. I was like, I felt great. I was ready. And then Brock's like, can I drive the car? And I'm like, you know how when the kids want to drive the car, what do? Do you tell them no? Or do you give them here's the keys, and you sit at home and you just wait for them. You hope they come home and they don't crash the car. Okay. The new website, Camillo, is the Detroit Mush Lab. It's all one word. The DetroitMushLab.net. And there's all kinds of wonderful stuff going on over there. There's wonderful stuff going on here. Yes. Say yes and then stalk them. Say yes, right, Greenie? And then follow them. Use the other car and you're following around. Can I tell you guys the first few times Brock shouldn't drive? Just tell him. Shh. One of these days we're going to do a trivia. How many cars of mine has Brock crashed? Not today, but one of these days we'll do one of those. Okay? We'll wait till he's not here so he can't hear me in the background. All right? Or sneak up the stairs from the lab and be, what? It was 7, Pops. It wasn't 8. Right? Or whatever the real number is. Okay? He is quite a good driver, Greenie. Quite a good driver. Okay. Show driver. Jesus Christ, I've crashed 7 times. I've had over 20 cars. I remember the pickup. Oh my God. I remember going to the traffic scene. It was like, how did he walk away from this ball of metal? There's shoes in the car. There's 2, his tennis shoes are off. They're inside the car. The car's a ball of metal. He's sitting there like, I hope I'm not in too much trouble, man. Not barely even a scratch. I'm like, Jesus Christ, in Australia saved him. I was like, this is not even, I'm not even mad right now. I can't even get up. I'm like thanking Jesus Christ in Australia. Look inside, you can barely see through the metal cracks, and there's 2 shoes, and I'm like, why do we lose our shoes when we crash like that? How do your shoes fly? They were still tied. I'm telling you, they aren't slip-on, slip-offs. These are tennis shoes that are tied. Somebody died here. And they're like, there's poor dad. I'm kidding you. Oh, I have a crash story that'll blow your mind. It's not crash story day. I have a crash story. I literally was the guy that saw his life flash before him. You read about that. Oh, my life flashed before me. Whatever. What's that supposed to mean? Your life flashes before you. I'll tell you the story sometime. Nipper. I'll just write your name down. Nipper Mama. Okay. I wanted, so I flipped 3 of my past race cars is a different story. Race cars, I've crashed a number. Go-karts, flipping, woo, flying through the air. Thank God you're not seat belted, because you go one way, your cart goes 8 other ways. Okay, we're not doing crash day. We're doing thank you day. I was receiving all weekend from my friends here and everywhere. Monica, knock on wood, you stay that way. Mike, the weather's great. Can I get some more likes, please? The reason I like likes is because more people will watch. YouTube puts the show out to more people when they see more likes on our program. I shouldn't be complaining. We're averaging 700 people a month joining to watch this and to participate and to grow and learn with us. And that's all because of the stuff you guys are doing. I mean that. Sometimes it sounds like it's platitudes. Sometimes it sounds like Pop BS. Sometimes you never know when Pops is BSing. I'm not. 2 years is a long time to keep doing something that you said, hey, let me just see how this goes. And you put a week or 2 weeks into it. You're like, this is gratifying. And then things continue to work in that direction. And then you get friends that are deep friends. I have friends now that I've had deeper friendship with than I've ever had in my whole life. 65-year-old man. It's kind of sad if you say it that way, but in another way, it's really cool. Literally, some of the deepest friendships I've ever had. And the real reason is because I'm not being a phony baloney to those friends. Nor am I judging them. If I like them, I hang around them. I make the time and I become their friend. If I don't like them too much, I still love them, but I'll avoid them. And then we don't have to have gossip, we don't have drama, we don't have to have anything but goodness and kindness. And still always be kind. Oh my God, has this been a beautiful 2 years. Nobody could have ever told me that we'd come as far or as fast as we have. Miss Rose was congratulating me. She's close to the process. She watches the process. You guys don't see, she gets to see me making the sausage. You know, there's a sausage making process to this whole deal, right? She sometimes sneaks behind the scenes and she goes, oh, so you're making sausage. Yeah, I'm making sausage for the kids. And you know what she said to me on the 5th? That was our anniversary for Tea with Pops. We've been around longer than that. Another year longer than that. We've been around 3 years. But just our show here. She said, she's known me for 15 years now. 15? Yeah, 15 years. 16, going on 16 years. We were engaged to be married. And then we called it off. So we said, can we be friends instead? Been like that ever since. Those are the best kind to have. She said, this is a testimony. She goes, I've known you 15 years. And I know your whole backstory, and I know your family, and I know you. Like inside out, know you. This is the only thing that I've ever seen you do that's made you happy. The only thing, she said that from the outside, looking at the sausage maker. She goes, you really like making sausage. It's a true story. I've done a lot of things. I've tried to find ways to be happy, fill that hole, fill the soul hole. I used drugs, I used adrenaline, I used racing, I used flying, I used lying, I used let me be the big shot, I used money, I mean, my list is really long. She said, you know what, at the end of the day, the one that's like really working for you, man, that tea thing really works for you. You like helping people. We all like helping people. Builder Yui sent me an email. Random email out of nowhere. Random, no, out of nowhere, right? Look at MVP. He's found a pot of gold out of the deal. For sure. Bill, thank you for letting me be a part of the best crew on YouTube. I also owe you a big thanks for the prize. I'm ecstatic and eager. But I really should ask, what would you recommend for a virgin to shrooms to partake of? And I'm still trying to navigate your store to find and understand what is what. It is a little difficult. If you go to the store, we had to be tricky this site. Where it says sticker packs at our website, if it says sticker packs, that means it's liquid culture syringes. I know it's different, but that's our code. So the site administrators aren't looking at that, go, what's this? We're just selling sticker packs of liquid culture syringes. Okay? So that's a code. Liquid culture syringes are referred to as sticker packs on there. That helped you a little bit there, Billy. Now listen to this. This is really super cute. This is why I saved this email to read to you guys. I'm just an old man trying to learn new and healthy tricks. Well, you're not trying, Billy, you're doing it. We'll take the word trying out and say, I'm just a mature fella that's learning new and healthy tricks. And you help me in more ways than can be listed, including getting up at 5:45 a.m. to represent the Pacific time zone. That's why I read this one. LOL, but really thanks for all you do, Pops, and being a generous, good person with much love and heart. Signed, Bill. Love, Bill. Much love, Bill. 5:45, we're making it happen. Some people are literally, we got people in Vegas. Hey, I can't miss it. I used to laze around. I used to snooze a doozy. I used to waste an hour every morning. Now I hit the ground running. 5:45, I've got to be there. And Bill has been, have you noticed? There is no code for fruit, Sherry. What you do is you ask for the Dave's menu, and then we send you a menu of the fruit on a separate page. Dave's menu. You ask for Dave's menu, and I'll send it to you. Just request it. That was from Bill. Parker Garland. Parker. Is it okay if I read these to you guys? Can I read another one or two? Give me 5 people say, Pops, read 1 or 2 more. You guys remember why we do this, right? Dave's not here. He's over at the website. We read these because this tea crew is making a difference in people's lives. John Hollinger, we're at the DetroitMushLab.net. That's where you can reach us for when you win your prizes. Parker, you guys never stop surprising me. Not only are the products you buy top shelf, but the extras that you put in. Thank you again. Not only for tea time, which is my, wait for it, daily routine, and a look at life from a different angle, where I have a different agenda to help when I can and who I can. You guys really have changed my life. He said, you guys have really changed my life. The ripple effects, that's real. I know it might just be a cap or 2 or a piece of fruit here and there, but it means a lot to open a gift from the Mushroom King, that's me, and get a little extra. Because I know you do that a lot, Pops, and it adds up. People don't realize just how much you give away and You hear someone get on tea sometimes and why it makes me lose my shit. Okay. I've never met another gentleman and scholar with as much love for life and others as you and this tea crew. Catching up. Again, thanks for letting me be just a fleck in the mix. Thanks again for the best of the best and for being the best of the best. Truly humbled, Parker and Jessica. My favorite part in that whole thing is routine. I think healthy routines are healthy. I think healthy routines are healthy. To wake up in the morning and have people tell you, hey, glad to see you. Get a joke or two and learn a thing or two. Hear a song we haven't heard in a while. For 2 years. We're getting better at it too. Hagues. I love Hagues to death. I don't know why. I met him in person and I was like, oh, I like this guy. We're almost the same age. I told Hagues I'm pretty sure he was going to gym class at the same time I was. He was over in Maryland on the Eastern Coast somewhere. He was in gym class. I'm in Santa Monica. I'm at gym class right about the same time, minus the time difference. Hagues knows we're literally from the same exact era. Couple of cool dinosaurs. We're like the cool OG dinosaurs. Look at that. There's 96 people here watching so far. I wonder if it'll hit 100 today. Only 64 likes, but that's still, we're not complaining. Hagues is my gym class bud. I'm not kidding you. He knows about when we used to get jock checks. They don't do that anymore, I think. I think it's like sexual harassment now. But what they did back in the day, Coach, what's a good the coach's name? Coach Lloyd. Coach Lloyd would come along. Kirby, let me see. And they would pull the back, just at the back right here. And then they snap. It's like, okay, you got yours on all the way down the line. I was like, do they do that anymore? Quick. There's 102 people, you guys. Do they do that anymore? Do they jock check? Do they? Final thought. How many people in their life, back in the day, high school, wherever, how many people got jock checked? I did. Cup check's different. That's different. That's like making sure your gear's on before you get in the game. That's a little different. Huh? Deadhead's like, it sounds lame. Greeny's like, no way. Carlotta's, that's sexual harassment today. Okay, never. You never did, Anthony? You didn't miss anything. You didn't miss anything. Okay? I saw it. Star's like, well, I saw him doing it. Okay. They don't require PE anymore. Are you kidding me? What are they doing? Playing video games? If you don't want to participate in dodgeball, you could just go play Last of Us. Is that how they're doing it now? Wow. That's the wow. You don't know, you don't want to play softball with the rest of them? Okay, you got to go play Tour of Duty. Wow. Come on, school. We can do so much better. Hagues wrote to me, happy anniversary, Pop. I can't begin to thank you enough for all the effort you have put into Tea with Pops. It has helped me and countless others. When Hagues says something like this, he's a pretty serious guy. He takes the time to write this kind of stuff. It means something. The community feeling of the show is priceless. Hagues says, keep up the good work and looking forward to another year of learning and improving. You and me, Jim Bud. You and me. One more thought. Last week. One more thought. Hagues is a complete sweetheart. I got a lot of letters from you guys. Thank you. If I didn't read yours, it's nothing. I just was grabbing a couple of those that were talking about routine. And then Hagues hit me hard in the fields with especially talking about the community connection. 45 days from now, I got to see my friends again in person. That's an amazing thing that we've pulled off. Sandy and Carlotta do most of the work behind the scenes. Chris helps them a lot. But they do a lot of it to make it happen. But at the end of the day, can you imagine that we're going to be about our 6th or 7th time that as a group, we've gotten together to see, meet, hold, hug, develop? That means these people do what they say they're going to do. It's sort of on the side of being impeccable. There's a lot of groups, chat groups, that never meet. There's a lot of chat groups that just chat. Not this one. This one does a lot of sharing, trading, helping, uplifting. There's a lot less chatting than there is giving being done here. That's why when Miss Rose says, this is the one thing that you've done that I've seen that makes you happy. Oh boy, is she right. So let's do a giveaway. And then we're going to do a little bit of teaching. Man, I'm loving it. It's going to be a fun week in terms of just let's keep sharing love and keep growing. What a beautiful community. And the responsibilities that we have that come with it. To actually do what we say we're going to do. I'll give you an example. Last week, I really found it hard on the concept of please send me your address the day you win something from us. Because A, it shows respect for the whole process. B, it makes it a lot easier on me. And C, you'll be acting impeccably. Last week, every single prize except for one was claimed in a timely manner. That's a big improvement. We went from about 60% to 99%. I'm that's the kind of behavior that matters. And then sometimes, let me tell you something that happens. Sometimes we still make a mistake, but watch us fix it. I know this is something silly and it's small, but it's something we share. We ask for the process to say, send us an address. We send you the stuff. And trust us when we say it's sent. Don't trust the scanning. Last week, I'm going to call her out. This was Friday. Paige won a box. And Paige is one of my good friends here. Paige is like the smarty pants here. She's up there in the Kim category of genius. Oh yeah, I'm getting you, Paige. Here it comes. And I'm waiting for addresses to come in on Friday. And I'm putting labels to the boxes. And at the end of the day, I'm looking at one box that has Paige's name written on it. And there's no label. I was like, oh, what? And I go back through my emails. I must have missed it. I go back through my emails and it's like, she never sent me her address. So inside, I'm like, this hurts. This is a sad, lonely box trip. But it's hurting me inside because I'm like, this means I have to keep my word and I have to put the box back in the pile. And one of these days, Paige is going to remember. And it's just, oh man, I hate it when this happens. But I have to keep my word. So I take Paige's box. It was still late at night, so I set it off to the side. It's like, darn it. She messed up. Oh well. It's on Paige. Yeah. There's a second side to the story. Who wants to hear it? I'm not going to tell the second side until 10 people want to hear it. That was just the first half of the story. Sharon had Hillbilly Saturday. Hague said he took a ride. Who wants to hear the other side of the story? That's just the first side. Hey, I got you hooked and I know it. Jamie's, we gotta hear it. Okay? Here's the second side of the story. Because I want you guys to know that Paige, while she may be a genius, not maybe, she is. She's certainly a genius. She's proven that here over and over and over, right? She's also impeccable. She's impeccable. She writes to me 2:38 on Saturday, 2:38 in the morning. I wake up to my email. I went to bed thinking, oh, poor Paige. I wake up. There's an email from Paige. Pops, I'm not impeccable. That's her opening line. I totally got wrapped up in work after tea with Pops yesterday. And then I went out of town and I went to a concert last night. My brain just popped on the light bulb when my mom mentioned something about Myrtle Beach. And I thought it was funny when someone mentioned Myrtle Beach is one of the cleanest cities. Then your brain goes, capital letters, you didn't send the address. So, I totally understand that you don't need to honor this, Pops. Here's my address. If you can't send it, no hard feelings. I wrote her back. I said, Paige, of all the people, you've completely let me down. I don't trust you anymore. Please lose my email address. This is not an acceptable apology. As a matter of fact, don't ever expect me to send you another thing. Signed, Pops. No, I didn't. Oh, Monica's like, WTF? Oh, you don't write back to somebody that just wrote the most beautiful I'm sorry letter to you and said I'm not impeccable, but they did it impeccably. See, you cannot be perfect every day and still be impeccable. Get it? You can still, no, of course I wrote her back. I told her, I didn't save my email. I told her that what a wonderful letter, and I couldn't possibly not send her. Perfect way to just say, you know what, I made a mistake. That is absolutely perfect. She did it perfectly. I wrote her back. I said, no, I actually think you are impeccable. Actually, you know what? Impeccable doesn't mean perfect. Okay, that would have really been a rude one, right? If I wrote her that. So even when you mess up a little bit, you don't forget something, Star Child, I would have been devastated. Gut, when you go to my site and you ask for the email, you ask for the menu, I just email you a copy of it. Monica, you guys ought to know by now, Pops can be a jokester. Let's do a giveaway. Let's pick some, pick a number. Pick a number between 1 and 100. Go. I'm going to wait till this person gets it right. 1 and 100, Trippy. Okay, this Paige got a voodoo doll and sticking pins in the eyes right now. Okay, I'm looking at the numbers. I haven't seen it yet. I can't read them all out, but oh, boom, there it is. Oh, killing it. Killing the game. 55, Sharon Sparks. Sharon Sparks. Sparky Sharon. Sharon Sparky Sharon. Sharon, you're Sparky today. Hey, Sharon, do you want, let me ask you, ODPE, Ghost, or Thrasher? Which do you want, Sharon? ODPE, Ghost, or Thrasher? It's up to you, Sparky. ODPE, Ghost, or Thrasher? She says ODPE. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. We're going to come on over here. Okay, those are the deals we're given, right? And you're saying ODPE. Well, our ODPE that's in here is this one right here. That's the ODPE. Now, Sharon, do you feel like changing your mind? Or is this okay? Do you feel like changing your mind? Or is that okay with you? Which one? Change your mind or it's still okay? Okay, let's do this. Let's see how much it was. We have 5 grams of ODPE in there for you, along with your little display case. And I think Pops will put a Pop 10 pack of capsules on top of that. Oh, she wanted Thrasher now. Wait, she said go Thrasher? Wait a minute. I'm just checking back. I'm checking back. Are we going Thrasher? Or are we sticking with the ODPE? Which are we doing? Oh, no, Monica, the case is pretty cool. I got a little confused here. Look, can I just get clarity so we can move on? She's sticking with the which one? She's going ODPE. You're going to get this, and you'll get a Pops 10 pack of capsules. So, Sharon, all you have to do is spark me your address at the Detroit Mush Lab, and we'll send you 5 grams of these. I wonder what this weighs. Oh, wow. Just guessing. That was a ghost. I wonder what the Thrashers weigh. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I wonder what these weigh. How about this Thrasher package? How about that package of Thrashers? I had to find Thrashers that were small enough to fit in the boxes. Oh, wow. 6 1/3. Okay. Pops, these are just things we're giving away this week. Okay? That goes to Sharon. Good morning, Captain Jeff. So, 10% more appealing. He's got it measured in 10% appealing level. The packaging, this is going to be fun because when you're done with it, you can put anything you want in it too. These are cute little packages. Okay? And what's more important is that they're an anniversary gift. Right? Hey, Captain hasn't told anybody, but a bird told me last night. A Miss Rose bird flew by. Captain, his foot and his hand aren't feeling well. He hasn't told me because men don't tell each other this stuff. But let's have some healing thoughts for the Captain Jeff. And I guess he's hitting a doctor. And after you do, Jeff, I want to hear what's going on. So, Captain Jeff, let's send him some healing energy. I love that man. And he's been dragging around a hurt foot and a hurt hand, and he's never told his pops. Like he's the captain and he doesn't have to tell me or something. And then I have to find out from a bird that flies by named Rose. So, it's funny, though, because then Rose and I laugh because his bird is named Miss B. Jeff has a bird named Miss B, and I have a bird named Miss Rose. Jeff and I never talk to each other about anything, but our birds talk back and forth. And then my bird tells me what he said, and his bird tells him what she said. Our birds talk and then tell us what's going on. Who does that? That's like weird communication pattern. We'll talk about fishing when we're on a boat, but the rest of the stuff, the birds talk about it. They filter out what's important. And then like, oh, he said that? Oh, really? Oh, no, really? You hear about it through the birds. Anybody else have a relationship like that? Jeff's like, that's how it goes. It's true. We never talked about it. It's true. His bird and my bird, they talk and We filter it out. I'm like, okay, that's important, that part. Oh, I love my life. Okay. The third agreement. Tomorrow we'll, instead of reading anniversary letters, tomorrow we'll talk about how psilocybin impacts the brain. Okay, Slinky's like, I get it. You know how that is. There's sometimes the men don't talk. It's not correct. I'm not saying it is, but it happens. Where the men don't talk, but the ladies do, and you're still completely up to date on the important stuff. And the rest of the stuff, thank God you weren't talking. You didn't have to get involved in those 4-hour conversations. How does a Miss B and a Miss Rose talk every day? Every day. They have important stuff to talk about. Jeff and I was like, I'll see you next Saturday. See you, bro. See you Saturday. And we might talk like on a Wednesday. Is like, is it going to be, how cold is it going to be Saturday? Everything we're talking about is about, hey, how's it going to go Saturday? Sherry doesn't talk. I'm sorry. Here we go. The third agreement. We're going to talk about the third agreement for about 10 minutes today and get ourselves in. It's short and sweet, Jeffy. Oh, doesn't mean I'm not thinking about him, though. Okay. MVP is the kind that cries in the car. All right. We are trained that way, Mushman says. Keep everything to yourself because society doesn't care what men are thinking and feeling. Okay. The third agreement. We want to talk about that just a little bit. We did last Friday. We were talking about expectations become resentments. And it's true. And the cleaner lives that are led without having expectations. Assumptions are just like expectations. Expectations are probably a little more action-oriented, and assumptions are a little more thought-oriented. We'll get into that. It's so important because we do this. We're the center of our own universe. Naturally. Ruff's the center of his own universe. Even though we think we're the center of a dog's universe, we're not. They use us to get their needs met, their instinctual needs met. Okay. And we connote that to some levels of attention and love, so it translates and it vibes and it works. But because we're the center of our own universe. And it's natural. The problem is, what kind of a center are we? Are we a healthy center? Or are we a sick center? I would argue that if we make a lot of assumptions, we're not going to have a healthy center. The third agreement is, and we're on page 63 in the Four Agreements book. And this is one of my favorite parts of our program, is when I get to talk about the Four Agreements and other things that help us spiritually grow. Because my mycology grow, I'm getting that down. Still room to improve, and I still get better. I really do. My shrooms are bigger, better. My flushes, my grows, my techniques. One of these days, I'm afraid I'm going to top out. It's like, oh. But that's another day. That's. I don't worry to the future much like that, because that would be an assumption. That would be an assumption that one of these days I'm going to top out. I mean, just live in the here and now. I mean, see how I'm doing. The third agreement is don't make assumptions. We have the tendency to make assumptions about everything. The problem with making assumptions is this. We believe them. Why else would you make one? If I make an assumption, I believe it. I believe it's a truth. Many times when it's not, now I'm carrying around all these untruths in my head. That doesn't sound like that healthy center we're talking about. We could swear our assumptions are real. We make assumptions about what others are doing or thinking. It's got to be about me. I know they're talking about me. I can make up a story right here, right now, and about 5 of you would go, oh, he's talking about me. You would, because it's natural. I can start pointing, and then you're like, oh no, he must be talking about me. I probably wouldn't be talking about a single one of you, but you'd be making that assumption. And then you'd start getting butthurt too, wouldn't you? You ever gotten butthurt from an assumption? 100% my own fault, that butthurt. Nobody sent it at me. I made my own butthurt. We take it personal. Then we blame the person that we're assuming about. That's why when we make assumptions, we're doing one thing and one thing only. We're asking for trouble. So he says, I say you're building a resentment. Same thing. You're asking for it. I'm not as good at it as I used to be, but I used to be so good at being Mr. Butthurt. And then if I look back, like 99% of the butt hurting, I did it to myself. Ouch, ow, ow. Walk along, oh, no, oh, no. You do it to yourself. Nobody's coming up to you and doing it. You're doing it. It's only happening one way. You're assuming it's about you and you're taking it personal. What if you didn't do either? You'd have so much power. We make an assumption, we misunderstand, we take it personally, and we end up creating a whole lot of big drama for nothing. Drama makers. Drama makers start with assumptions. That's the seed to drama. I freaking hate drama. I freaking hate it. I hate it so bad. I avoid the smell of it. I avoid people that practice it. I avoid them. I'm going to be kind. I'll be polite. Wave. I have a neighbor, guy across the street. Drama plus. I wish I could be his friend. I don't even make eye contact with him as I'm driving down the street. Look the other way. Because something will come up, and then when you looked at me, you meant that you were going, what are you talking about, bro? Trauma. There's a neighbor like that, there's a friend, there's a guy in the group. Not my group. Because that guy just gets avoided. All of a sudden, look, this is going to be a statement. We have one more giveaway in about 5 minutes. Hang in here with me. This is so important, I have to highlight it. There you go, Slingy, because she soaked herself in drama and gossip. That's such a big word, soaked. And it happens. It happens. I'm sorry. We have friends. We have neighbors. We have relatives. We have brothers and sisters. We might have a wife or else it's a husband. until they get learned, until they learn, I'm not blaming them. The minute I find out, am I making an assumption I'm going to hurt myself, then it's all on me, man. It is all on me. Next time I'm butthurt, I can't blame Bertha. I can't blame the people in the gossip park. I signed up to get butthurt. The minute I make an assumption, well, they're going to think I'm wonderful. They're going to appreciate me. They're going to say thank you. All the sadness and drama you have lived in your life, it doesn't say a little bit of it. It doesn't say just a little bit of it, and then I replace it. All of the sadness and drama you have lived in life was rooted in making assumptions and taking things personally. That's the root. Every sadness you've ever felt. Even, what about when someone dies? That's your drama. That person's been released to Stardust. That's your drama. You're taking their death personally. You're assuming something about their life or the afterlife. When we learn, that's just next part of the process. It's hard to believe, it's hard to accept. That's part of the process. There isn't anything that should make us sad if we're not rooting it in an assumption or taking it personal. You can find the root. Take a moment to consider the truth of this statement. The whole world of control between humans is making assumptions and taking things personally. It's how we control each other. The whole dream drama is based on that. Final sentence. We create a lot of emotional poison. I create. I like I statements. Back when I was giving therapy, the most important thing to do when you're in any kind of self-improvement process is make I statements. We make you statements all the time. Well, you know what look how many times you use the word you versus the word I. There's one other word. You try to avoid the word you and try to avoid the word should. You don't tell another person what they should do. I should. I can control that. Make I statements. I statements are those about me and what I can control. You statements are those that I'm looking outside of myself and trying to control. Watch your statements, especially when you're in a conversation with your loved ones. Tell her what she should do instead of, you know what I should do, hon? You should. There we go. You're off and running. Now, that's a pretty good trigger. That means you're making an assumption about what someone else should do. That's the king of assumptions, should. That word alone. It's the king of assumption words. There's a big difference between should and you might consider. Here's options I thought of. You should. F you. Oh, 4 options? Well, thank you. Big difference. We create a lot of emotional poison just by making assumptions and taking it personal. Because usually we start gossiping about our assumptions. We'll cover that tomorrow. We'll pick this up. This is a big point. I'm not trying to leave on a negative note. The positive note here is use iMessages. Use messages where you're talking about yourself as the example, not other people. Be the target of your own growth. Don't make assumptions. Don't have expectations. Oh, that sounds easy. Work on it. You're going to have one today. I'll give you an example. I mean, this is really out there, but I have an assumption that my car is going to start when I go out to start it. I assume it. Now, when I go out to start my car, it doesn't start. You know what the old pops would do? Bang on the steering wheel. Start banging on the steering wheel. God damn it. And for the next half hour, just be out of sorts as can possibly be. You know what the guy that didn't assume it would start would do? Go, oh, my car didn't start. Let me figure out why. Let me go check the battery. And you work on it that way. And that's a metaphor for what we do in life. We have all these assumptions before we know what's going to happen. When it does, it does. Lack of happiness, all that butt hurtness, you created. You created it. You could have handled it completely different. You could have been. Let me work on that. Let me figure out what's wrong with my car. And the newer pops is closer to that version. Am I perfect yet? No. I'm just like Paige. I still make mistakes, but I fix them very quickly, just like Paige did. Congratulations, Paigey. Good job. Let's do a final giveaway for today. We'll be here tomorrow. We're going to talk about how psilocybin impacts our brain and all the blood vessels up therein. And we're going to also continue to talk about growing ourselves by not taking things personally and not making assumptions, behaving impeccably, especially with our hypoglossal nerve, right? Hypoglossal, do you guys still remember the hypoglossal nerve? I am writing it down right now. I'm writing it down as we speak, and I circled it. It's one more number. It's a number between 1 and 100. Whoever says it first is going to win one of these wonderful trophy boxes. So, go ahead. Boy, somebody just, Eric Montgomery, kill it. Eric Montgomery, kill it. 72. Eric Montgomery. Now, I got really nervous at the very beginning because I thought Ego got it. On the very first one, Ego said 73. And I thought, oh my goodness, that's close. And then the American one comes in with the 77. And then boom, Eric just says, would you guys just knock it off? We're not playing anymore. And Pops is going to send me. Which do you want, Eric? Do you want an ODPE? Do you want a Ghost? Or do you want Thrasher? Eric Montgomery. I'm glad he won. He doesn't win here often, and he plays, and he's here all the time, and Eric's a wonderful, wonderful guy. Eric, which do you want? Which of the three? Which of those three does Mr. E want? He wants the Thrasher. Eric's going Thrasher. Thrashing. Eric wants to thrash. Okay, Eric, let me ask you this. We have 2 thrashers here, Eric. Do we? Do we have 2 thrashers or do we have 1? Let's ghost. Yeah. There's the other thrasher. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Hold on. Hold on, Eric. Hold on. Wait, Eric. Let's zero out the scale. We're going to zero out the scale. Now, Eric, here we go. We have 2 thrashers. We have 2 thrashers. Which one do you want? Top box or bottom box? Eric, top box or bottom box on the thrashers? Whoop. Which one do you want? Top box or bottom box? Eric's going top. Well, let's see what the bottom weighed. The bottom weighed 4.25, Eric. You said, no, I don't want that one. Get it out of here, Pops, okay? Let's put this one on. Oh, my, Eric. Nice choice. 6.3 to the E. Good job, Eric. Good eye. I'm going to send you a 10-pack as well. A 10-pack of Pops caps. So if you can get me your address at the Detroit Mush Lab, boop, we will send that out to you. The Detroit Mush Lab .net. And we'll send that out to you, Eric. I'm glad you won, cowboy. Did you? Eric's like, that was easy. Eric's in Oklahoma now, cowboy. You guys, I'll see you here tomorrow. Same mush time, same mush channel. We'll see everybody here tomorrow. We'll continue to be kind, continue to grow in goodness and kindness and love. For real. Ripple like tsunamis. Spread love to one another and spread love to the world, the people that you're involved with. Thank you for showing up, people on the West Coast. You 6 o'clockers, thanks for making that commitment. And you 7 o'clockers and you 8 o'clockers. And you 9 o'clockers, we're all wimping in there at 9, no problem. Pops, peace, be love to one another. Jamie, I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. Free, have a great day, my good buddy. There's a rumor out that Free's going to be at the Mush Fest. No peer pressure, but there's a peer pressure rumor that Free's going to be there. I don't know if it's true. I lost you, and TV boy, there's a good guy. MVP. Slingy and Sharon for real, and Slow Coast and Rebel Rob and Benny and 71 and Monica. Love you too. Flippin' and floppin', Cleany and Mushman getting back to work. That work's looking good there, Mushman. Nerdy, I saw that backsplash. Nerdy and Jolie and Laddie and Marshall and the Wasn't. And Jesus Christ. Now that's another one we want to thank for being here on an offer, a different timetable. Thanks, JC. And Vegas. It might not be that naughty today, but tonight, that's another story, Vegas. Sandy and Carlotta, love you, MVP, and Mike Barry Ball and TV in Lexington. Felix the cat, the wonderful RX cat, the American one, Silly Cat. Hags, see you at the gym. Chris and non-adjective and Sling and I lost you and Jackie Cat and Greenie and the Waz and Herbie Von Werby Kabop and Star Child, love you, and Ego, gosh, we're close, and Anthony and the American one and Kimberly the Golden Bolden riding around in that light Ford Escape looking all hot, Mushmouth and Great and Joey Portunado and Sharon and Saska Mojo and Mikey and Red Boy and Monica and Eric. Monica, reach out to Sandman and Carlotta. They have all the info. They have the 411. Jesus Christ, Anthony and Censored and Tin Can and Star Child and Trippy and Choopy and Mr. Phillips 369. Trevor and Staint and Sandy. Sandy says, DM him, Monica. Star Child, Mike McLaughlin. There he is. Choopy, an American in Pittsburgh. Real. Sharon and Marshall and I Lost T and MVP and Jackie Cat and Marshall. And Jesus Christ, can I ever catch up? We'll see. And Billy DeRuey and Herbie and Anthony and Laddie and Marshall. Now I'm going fast. Sherry and Great and Mushmouth and any visuals and Vegas and Mike and Jesus and Eric and Gut and I Caught Up and Gut and MVP and Pop. Peace, love each other. Out.